Alright, let's talk real for a second. When you think of Canada, what comes to mind? Probably maple syrup, maybe some seriously polite people saying sorry, or a moose just chilling on the side of the road. All true, by the way. But I'm here to tell you about our biggest, most underrated export. It's not lumber and it's not poutine, though both are amazing. It's the bangers in your headphones, the anthems you scream in the car, the soundtrack to your life. That's right, Canada is quietly, humbly, and totally running the global music scene. We're not just on the charts, we are the charts. And it's time we all get loud and proud about it. It's kind of the most Canadian thing ever, isn't it? If you need proof, let's just look at the data because numbers don't have a polite Canadian accent. They just state facts. Globally, Canadian artists are not just participating in the streaming economy, they are dominating it. We're talking billions upon billions of streams every single year. For a country with a population smaller than California, that's not just impressive. It's a statistical miracle. It shows that our sound isn't just a regional favorite. It's a global necessity. You can't have this conversation without bowing down to the kings who helped build this empire. Let's start with Drake, the sixth god himself. From the streets of Toronto, Aubrey Graham redefined what it means to be a global superstar in the streaming era. He blended rap with melodic R&B, wore his heart on his sleeve. Then you have the Weeknd, another Toronto legend. Abel Tesfaye emerged from the shadows with a mysterious, dark, and cinematic R&B sound that was unlike anything else. His journey from anonymous SoundCloud artist to Super Bowl halftime performer is the stuff of legends. And it's not just the guys. The new wave is here, and it's fierce. Look at Tate McRae from Calgary. She's a perfect example of the modern Canadian superstar. She started as a dancer, blew up on YouTube and TikTok, and translated that viral fame into a massive, legitimate pop career. So, what's our secret sauce? There isn't just one answer. It's a powerful combination of factors that I like to call the maple syrup effect. It's sweet, unique, and it gets everywhere. First, let's talk geography. Living next door to the United States, the world's largest entertainment market, is a huge advantage. But it's our multiculturalism that truly sets our music apart. Walk down the street in Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal, and you'll hear a dozen different languages. Our artists grow up surrounded by a symphony of global sounds, Caribbean rhythms, South Asian melodies, European electronic music, and so much more. The rise of streaming has also been a game changer, completely democratizing the industry. Now, all you need is a laptop, a microphone, and a banger of a song. Finally, there's a certain Canadian hustle. Maybe it's the long winters, but we know how to put our heads down and work. Okay, let's get back to the receipts because honestly, they are long and they are glorious. If you dive into the analytics on platforms like YouTube and Spotify, you'll see the Canadian invasion happening in real time. Think about artists like Shawn Mendes, whose YouTube channel has billions of views, with fans from Brazil to Japan singing along to every word. Or Alicia Cara, whose soulful voice and relatable lyrics on songs like Scars to Your Beautiful have racked up hundreds of millions of streams. Or take a look at the rise of Punjabi Canadian artists like AP Dhillon and Karan Aujla, whose tracks dominate charts not just in Canada and India, but have found massive audiences across the UK, Australia, and the US. And listen, our creative takeover doesn't stop at music. We are running the whole entertainment game, from your TV screen to the movie theater to your video game console. Ever binge-watched a show on Netflix? There's a very good chance it was filmed in Hollywood North, cities like Vancouver or Toronto. Think of the massive Marvel Cinematic Universe. Some of its biggest stars are Canadian. Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. And behind the camera, directors like Denis Villeneuve and James Cameron are some of the most visionary and successful filmmakers of all time. Then there's comedy. You could argue that modern comedy has a Canadian accent. From the legendary Second City stage in Toronto came icons like Dan Aykroyd, Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, and Martin Short. Even in the digital world of gaming and esports, Canada is a global leader. Major game franchises like FIFA and Mass Effect are developed in studios in Edmonton and Montreal. This creative explosion is doing so much more than just earning us bragging rights. It's fundamentally shaping our national identity and how the world sees us. When Drake shouts out the Six, the whole world knows he means Toronto. Our cities are becoming iconic. More importantly, this cultural boom is inspiring a whole new generation of Canadian kids. When they see people who look like them achieving global stardom, it makes their own dreams feel possible. This shared soundtrack also acts as a powerful bridge connecting Canadian youth with their peers globally. Music and entertainment are universal languages. So, let's bring it all home. When you add everything up, the chart-topping musicians, the record-breaking streams, the blockbuster movies, the legendary comedians, and the world-building video games, the conclusion is undeniable. Canada has become a true global leader in entertainment. We've moved from being a consumer of global culture to one of its most important and influential producers. The world's playlist, the one that defines the moments of our lives, is now undeniably powered by Canadian talent. Our artists are our greatest ambassadors. They project an image of Canada that is modern, diverse, and innovative. The incredible thing is that this momentum shows no signs of slowing down. The pipeline of talent is deeper than ever. So next time you're vibing to a song, watching a movie, or laughing at a comedy special, take a second to check the credits. You might be surprised to find a Canadian connection. We've talked about the music, the stars, and the global takeover, but what we've uncovered is really just the tip of the iceberg. I'm talking about Hollywood North. While Hollywood in California is the famous face of the film and TV industry, a huge portion of the actual work happens right here in Canada. Next time, we're going to pull back the curtain on Hollywood North. We'll explore the specific shows and movies made here that you would never guess. You think you know Canadian entertainment? You haven't seen anything yet.